Scorpio, welcome. It's great to have your company again. I always use the pronoun we when I talk about Scorpio. Of course, many of you know that I'm a Scorpio. We are in a bit of a dilemma right now. The transit right now for Scorpio is a complex one. It has to do with relationships. And this is a karmic complexity due to the north and south nodes transiting the seventh house of your solar horoscope and the first house. The south node, which is your past karma, is associated with Scorpio right now in the transit. And the north node, which is your desire, is in the seventh house. So there are a lot of lessons you're learning right now in this domain of interaction with others, particularly others whom you deem to be, at least initially, worthwhile of your commitment or long-term association. That desire is very strong. And desire is actually the hallmark of the North Node, because it's desire that propels us forward into our experiences. We generally desire those things which we want, and we are generally repulsed by the things we don't want. It's the pleasure-pain principle. The problem you've got right now is, I guess in a sense, the desire for meaningful relationship, yet at the same time harboring this sense of, I don't want to use the word repulsion, but caution. You want relationship, but there's also a part of you that's starting to savor your own space, your own self. And so could I put it to you that I think this transit is more about redefining the relationship you have with yourself, with your inner being. And that's not easy if you're holding on to perceptions of yourself, these self-images that are unhealthy, self-images which are generally determined by the people you've previously had relationships with. You know, our self-image is very much shaped by what people say. We hate it when someone says something denigrating. Oh, they didn't do a very good job of that work, did they? Oh, it's very sloppy work. Yeah, you feel like you did the best work, and then all of a sudden people are, putting you down for your efforts. So naturally you start to have self-doubts. You wonder about yourself. And that's a process that starts in childhood. Johnny, you're always untidy, are you? You useless son of a bitch. So all of that stuff starts to embed. These are the seeds that grow over time that really are the definition of who we are, and the precursors to what determine whom we're going to be with. So let's forget about others right now, and let's come back to this redefinition of relationship in terms of the relationship we have with ourselves, that feeling we have to ourselves, that self-respect or lack of self-respect, that love or that self-loathing. Which one is it? This is the meditative inquiry that I'm putting out there to everyone, not just the Scorpio star sign this month, but to everyone, because the North Node is moving in a different area for all of us, and it requires us to confront those fears and those past conditionings that bring us to where we are right now. And unless we question, unless we investigate, unless we inquire, unless we eliminate those things which are hindering us, then these purer states of consciousness and self-awareness and self-relating are not going to happen all that easily. So that's the task not just for this month. I'm using this month as a springboard into, a more sustainable sort of long-term inquiry that can help you achieve the relationships you want. But first things first, you have to deal with yourself, Scorpio. You have to acknowledge that if something's telling you not to get involved with others or someone in particular, then heed that intuitive, silent, small voice within yourself. It has some power, it has some wisdom, wisdom coming from your own inner being. I'm going to be back next month. I hope you'll join me for more on this exciting Scorpio journey. Check out the traditional readings I've got there at astrology.com.au. Follow the links. Please subscribe. Tell your friends. Write to me. I love to hear from you. Sometimes it takes me a while to get back to you, but I'm here. I acknowledge your reception, and I do appreciate it. I'll see you here next month. Do take care. Bye-bye.